This information is from December 2024. Now, December is historically a slow month in real estate, and not always the best months to make comparisons from. Also, examining just 1 month of data doesn't paint the complete picture of a housing market. However, looking at the most current data available is a good starting point. After this, we'll expand our analysis into 5-year trends. A side note, if you're watching this video a few months or even years after I originally posted it, feel free to contact us and we'd be happy to supply you with updated market statistics and any other information you need. Now, the cleanest and easiest way to conduct a market analysis in Omaha, given the sprawling developments and annexations of smaller communities over the years, is to group real estate by school district. In Omaha, when locals ask each other what part of town they're from, respondents often reference the school district they're located in. The exception of this is residents in the Omaha Public School District, which is by far the largest in Greater Omaha. These folks usually provide additional connotations such as I live in South Omaha, Midtown, North Omaha, Benson, Dundee, etc. Now, let's jump into the numbers. Now, on the left side of this chart, we have the different variables that we're going to use to compare between the different communities. We're going to look at the average sale price, the number of homes sold, the sale price to list price percentage, the average days on market, meaning how many days it takes from the home to be publicly listed until they accept an offer on the home, the number of homes currently for sale, and the months of supply of inventory. Now let's note, these numbers reflect only single-family residences and existing homes. So we're not looking at condos, duplexes, or new construction. On the top row is listed the different popular communities we already talked about. Now on the left here, under Greater Omaha, kind of use this as a baseline for comparison. So this is housing data from the entire Greater Omaha region. This is from December 2024 specifically. This isn't a historical trend. It's a snapshot of data from December. Greater Omaha, the average sales price was $356,000. 668 homes were sold. The sale price to list price ratio was 100%. The average days on market was 9. Homes currently listed for sale right now, as of today, 935. And that gives us 1.2 months of inventory currently on the market. Now, areas of town with average sale prices higher than Omaha on average include Papillion La Vista at $373,000, but most significantly Gretna at $450,000. As far as comparables, Millard kind of tracks very closely to Greater Omaha as a whole. And then we have South and Central Omaha and Ralston and Plattsmouth a bit lower than Omaha, Greater Omaha on average. And our most affordable is Bellevue here at $288,000 for average sale price. You can see the number of homes sold. Plattsmouth, we had 9 sold in the month of December. Where Central and South Omaha, we had 254. Bellevue, Papillion, 41 and 44. Double that, we have Millard at 85, and Gretna, which is our most expensive, average sale price at 19. Across the board, the sale price to list price percentage is pretty close. Lots of 99s, lots of 100s. Millard being the only outlier there at 98%. So an example would be easy math. You listed a home in Millard for $100,000, but you accept an offer, negotiate only $98,000, which is 98% of the original $100,000. But this is not a significant variance across the community. Average days on market, we have an average of 9. Looking at Gretna being a big outlier there at 19 average days on market, followed in second by Papillion La Vista with 13 days. Our fastest markets were Ralston and unsurprisingly Bellevue. Homes currently for sale also kind of mimics the amount of, kind of tracks alongside the amount of homes sold. So in December, 54 available in Bellevue, 50 in Papillion La Vista, 12 in Ralston, 356 in South and Central Omaha, 51 in Gretna, 78 in Millard, and 21 in Plattsmouth. Month supply and inventory. All these communities track pretty closely to the greater Omaha region average of 1.2. However, with the outlier being Gretna at 1.7. Okay, give me a second here while I pull up our handy dandy info sparks, and we're going to take a look at the 5-year housing trends in Omaha. Okay, so we're going to start here. Instead of looking at the entire MLS region, we're going to focus specifically on Omaha area. Property subtypes, single family only, so we're not going to consider condos, villas, townhouses, apartments, things like that. Any size of square footage doesn't matter to us, but we are going to focus on previously owned homes only, so no new construction. So let's take a look back 5 years ago. Omaha on average, our average sale price in January of 2020 was $215,000. Fast forward to modern day in January 2025, our average close price was $322,000. So that is an appreciation of a little over $100,000 in 5 years. Looking back to 2015 here, the number of homes listed for sale in January 2015 was 1,930. Now we see kind of this trend. We do have the peaks and valleys. The peaks usually being the summer months, the valleys being the winter months, where there is seasonal variation in the market. But an overall downward trajectory. So what I take away from these numbers, we have less homes for sale because more people are buying and staying here because economic prosperity throughout Omaha. And we see this decline until about COVID. When COVID hits, we start an upward trajectory. I think a lot of this is due to the interest rates being incredibly low during this period of time. And we see January of 2021, the number of homes listed for sale, seasonally adjusted, continues to slowly increase. And now we're getting back to today. We're still below where we were at 10 years ago in 2015, but we are starting to see that upward trajectory moving again. And so what does this data mean for you as a potential consumer? The biggest things, first of all, there's a lot of seasonal variation here in this market. A lot more real estate buying and selling activities occurring during the summer months as opposed to the winter months, which, I mean, looking here, August 2018 is 1,600 homes listed for sale, then dropping down to February of that year, 905. So significant reduction there in real estate activity. So what does this mean for you as a consumer? If you're moving here PCSing, that's traditionally done in the spring months. So what to know is you're walking into, we do have a very strong seasonal spring market that you will kind of be thrown into when you get here. A lot of homes listed for sale and a lot of people looking to buy. So the actual number of homes sold as opposed to the number of homes listed for sale seems to be quite a bit more stable than the number of listings. We do see here, even when COVID hit, we did see a record number of homes purchased in August 2020, 1,194. The next summer in July, 1,410. That was our absolute peak. And kind of since we've moved on from the pandemic, we do see home sales are decreasing, which is to be expected as interest rates do increase and home valuations increase in Omaha. Now, the days on market, going back to right before the pandemic hit, January 2020, we're looking at an average of 14 days on market. And we see the pandemic hit, and a lot of homes were listed, and a lot of homes were sold very quickly. Since then, we're looking at, here we go, April 2021, average days on market of 2 days, which is insane. And that continued into the summer of 2022. 2022, we do start to see the seasonal rebound, listings sitting for up to 10 days during the winter. Look here at present day, January 2025, we're averaging 15 days, which is the most days on market in the last 5-year period, which is interesting. If we look at the month's supply, and so this is basically telling us how much inventory, how many houses were sold in that month compared to the overall homes available. So if 100 homes sold in the month of January and 100 homes were listed in the month of January, that gives us a ratio of 1. So there's 1 month of inventory was available. Now, if we say in February, 100 homes were sold, but 150 were actively listed, that means we have a month supply ratio of 1.5.